This first video is a sort of a basic introduction to Triptico, and it will deal with opening a saved activity. So I've opened the app here on my desktop. The experience will be the same if you're opening on an iPad or any other device. Click to continue. Just keep the app in English for now. I'm not going to sign in. I'll just click that I've got no account. I'll sign in as a guest. So from the main screen, I would choose the activity database. And the activity I'm going to open today is this one called contractions. You can see that all the different activities have got slightly different colour coding. So we can see with this one, contractions has got 2 columns. This one, abstract image, has only got 1 column. And the red and green mean that they've got 2 columns and it's a true or false type activity. I'll deal with these things in more detail in a later video. So for the moment, we're going to open this resource contractions, or this activity contractions. It's here. If I couldn't find it, I could just start typing. And that would search for it and find it for me. Okay, so when I open the activity, slightly different to the previous version of Triptico, I get a choice of resources that I would like to use to open it with. So in the previous version, you would save a resource and it would be fixed to that particular activity, whereas now you create a list and you can open it with lots of different activities. So I'll start by opening this one with the flip selector. So I click it. Because I'm on the desktop, it opens in a new window. And so the flip selector, I just swipe left or right to show the different cards, and then swipe from top to bottom to flip them over. So let's look at the first card. So it says I cannot remember. The idea is that the students would tell me what the contraction is, and we can flip it over. I can't remember. And so we can go through these. He is not helping. He isn't helping. So that's that simple activity opened with the flip selector. I could also open it with, let's think, word magnets, for example. So again, those same sentences, but this time rather than being on the flip selector cards, they're on magnets. So lots of different things I could do with these. I could ask students to come up and select a magnet that they think they know the answer to. And then when they sort of explain what the answer is, we could flip it over and see if they were correct. That's another way that we could do it possibly. You could even open this activity with student group or the group resource. So as well as using this to put students into groups or whatever it would be, you could also use it for an activity like this. So if I had 4 groups in my class, 1, 2, 3 and 4, I could put these into 4 groups and I could say or allocate certain sentences for each particular group at random. So I could say group 1, I want you to answer to find the contractions for those blue statements, orange, etc. So it's just a slightly different way to use the group resource to allocate activities at random to different groups or different students. And then you could use one of the other resources to go through the answers. So there we go. So that's how you would open an activity. You can do that with any of the activities open in exactly the same way. This one's just got 1 column. So I click to launch, and there again I get my options of which resource I would like to use to open the activity. So I hope that's helpful, slightly different. Hopefully makes everything that you create a lot more flexible. The fact that you can open it with lots and lots of different resources rather than it being sort of tied to a particular resource. Okay, thanks for watching this first video. Bye bye.